AITA for tell my mom I don't want her to watch her grandson alone anymore. I, F23, and my husband, M24, welcomed our baby, M, in September of last year. We moved from his hometown to mine in January, in hopes of saving up to buy a house. We moved in with my mom, 50, something she very enthusiastically agreed to. Throughout our few months, she's been a little weird. She's constantly checking to see if he has teeth, pushing for us to stop feeding him milk, tries to give him really complicated food, like candy yams. Her defense is, I did with you and you survived. Most recently, she was holding him and playfully asked him if he wanted water. In which I responded, do not give him water, Mom. She proceeds to give it him and goes, see, he's fine. He isn't dead. I immediately took my child from her and informed her that she will no longer be watching the baby alone, since she is constantly overstepping my boundaries and doing everything I ask her to not do. She isn't talking to me now and told me I made her feel like a bad parent and grandparent. AITA? Is there something I should be doing to make her talk to me? Edit. I pay half the mortgage, utilities, buy my own food to cook with. I don't rely on her for childcare. Just want to clear that up since I'm seeing a few comments about it. Edit number 2. For some more context. My father was diagnosed with kidney and lung cancer and can't work. He lives in rehab that my mom pays for. Moving in with her was to help my husband and I save. It also helps her since he can't work. NTA. I did with you and you survived. See, he's fine. He isn't dead. This is an incredibly low standard for her to be proud of maintaining. NTA. But she will not stop doing these things and it will be difficult to avoid them while you still live with her. NTA. Your child. Your rules, decisions. Full stop. Unless your mother believes you are doing something that is actively harming your baby, she should step all the way back and respect how you want to raise your son. Offering you a place to stay should have zero bearing on whether or not she follows the guidelines you set up for caring for your child. The giving him water incident is crazy boundary overstepping and a direct power play. You did the right thing. You're a mother now and you are responsible for your son, not for mother. You clearly need to move out ASAP. It may take longer to save to buy a house, but this is not a sustainable solution. She will go behind your back and do whatever she wants with your baby if you stay. If she comes to you truly penitent at some point, you might consider letting her see your baby, but I would hesitate myself to leave him alone with her. Most recently, she was holding him and playfully asked him if he wanted water. In which I responded, do not give him water, Mom. She proceeds to give it him and goes, see, he's fine. He isn't dead. She isn't talking to me now and told me I made her feel like a bad parent and grandparent. Oh, but she is a bad parent and grandparent for treating you this way. But she doesn't have to be. She can take her proper place as a grandparent, which is to do what you ask her regarding the baby. She is not the baby's parent. And nowadays we have higher standards than the baby survives. NTA. It's called survivor bias when you say stuff like, well, we did it and we're fine, but all that aside, whether it's fine or not is not her place to call. You're the parent. You set the rules. If she can't abide by your boundaries, then she doesn't get babysitting privileges. It's that simple. It doesn't mean she's necessarily a bad parent or grandparent, but it does mean she needs to understand her place. I didn't kill you when you were a child is an insanely weird thing to be proud of. NTA. NTA. I'm 52 and I know better than to do these things. It hasn't changed that much. But that isn't even the point. It's her directly to your face. showing you she is boss of you and this baby because you live there. Stop her in her tracks. NTA It's not about, I did it with you, it's the I literally just told you not to do something with my kid yet you still do it? Does she not care that you are his mother, not her? NTA She's just emotionally immature and placed you in a role of daughter, still instead of seeing you for the grown woman and mother you are now. You're validated in worrying about your baby being internally drowned in a water-to-nutrients ratio. That is a thing. Babies can have too much water via water intoxication. It is dangerous. I think it would be better to leave. As long as you're under her roof, she will see you as her daughter and not a grown woman because she's emotionally immature and has her own growing to do through her emotional wounds. How do I know this? She got defensive and turned herself into the victim when your baby could have been hurt. Get out. NTA Knowledge moves on over time, and all we can ever do is follow the current standards for good care. She may have been a great parent following advice from experts of the time when you were born, but in refusing to acknowledge that knowledge changes over time and that you're only asking for reasonable adherence to current expertise, she is absolutely failing to be a good grandparent. Furthermore, her power play of openly defying you and proving her point with the life of your baby, rather than a more reasonable option of verbal disagreement followed by consulting a book or a professional, renders her absolutely untrustworthy. You cannot leave your child with someone who doesn't respect your wishes and openly states she'll do whatever she wants with your baby when you're absent. NTA As a grandparent of 7, I'm telling you your mother's behavior is not normal. I have many friends who are also grandparents and I do not know one of them who would have breached the boundaries that their kids had set. Your mom has very bad judgment. Don't ever leave her alone with your child. I hope you have plans for getting out of your mom's house soon. NTA You should look for the Reddit post about the mother-in-law who decided that coconut oil on a baby's head who is allergic to coconut is fine. The baby died. Not only did mother-in-law put coconut oil on the baby's head, she also gave the baby a Benadryl so it would sleep through all the pain. She killed this lady's baby because she thought she knew what was best, because she put coconut oil on her kids' heads. NTA It's time to move out. Unfortunately, that's alarming that you told her not to. And she's like testing you like a small child and doing it anyway. We'd be out of there. 100% NTA is not this child's mother. You are. Full stop. You are completely justified in setting boundaries, requiring they be respected, i.e., asking the grandmother to stop non-conforming behavior, and taking measures to keep baby safe when grandma behaving badly doesn't stop. You will save for your house and your own. You do not need her. Any possible threats from her money should be swiftly ignored. NTA There are too many cases already of grandparents doing it their way and a kid ending up dead. Stop waiting for her to talk to you. As long as she knows it's hurting you, she'll keep waiting for you to apologize. But you're not in the wrong. NTA I would move out. No wonder she was excited for you to move in with her. She enjoys being controlling. Lindsay Gibson's book The Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents should also help. NTA Your mom is playing the victim, but all she has to do is very simple. Don't do things you say not to do. It's not her baby. It's yours. She can obviously give you advice, but it's your choice about how you raise your child. If this keeps up, unfortunately, you might need to reconsider your living situation. But I suggest you sit down with her and try to have a conversation about boundaries, and about how it's not a reflection on her as a person, but she needs to let you parent the way you want to parent. Reassure her she's not a bad person, but these decisions are yours and it's disrespectful of her when she goes against your wishes. NTA. But you definitely need to have a serious talk with your mother about my baby. My rules. She had the chance to raise her baby. And frankly, surviving is not the same as thriving. In her day, people did a lot of stupid things because they didn't know any better. We know better now, so we do better. I had to have this talk with my own mother several times before it finally sank in either respect. My rules are you won't see this child again until they graduate from college. Period. As the kids say. NTA. Time to move out.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.